Why are America's gas prices rising even when global oil supply seems steady? The answer might surprise you. It's not just about oil. It's about refineries. And right now, some of the biggest in the United States are shutting down. Let's start with the basics. A refinery is like a massive chemical factory. It takes in unprocessed crude oil and breaks it down through complex steps, like atmospheric distillation, catalytic cracking, and hydrotreating, turning it into usable fuels. And here's the key. Without refineries, crude oil is practically useless. It's like owning coffee beans without a grinder. Several major U.S. refineries have closed or are scheduled to shut down. Take LyondellBasell's 100-year-old Houston refinery, shutting down by the end of 2025 due to outdated infrastructure and high maintenance costs. The Philadelphia Energy Solutions plant, once the largest on the East Coast, exploded in 2019 and never reopened. That refinery alone processed 335,000 barrels per day. That's a 60% drop. And it's not just numbers, it's capacity. Fewer plants mean higher vulnerability to disruption. The United States still produces more crude oil than any other country, but without enough refineries, more raw crude is exported and more finished fuel is imported, often at a higher cost. Even global events, like refinery shutdowns in Europe or Asia, ripple back here. It's not just an American issue, it's a global supply chain squeeze. These shutdowns aren't random. Aging infrastructure, tightening EPA regulations, and low profit margins from refining are pushing companies to exit the space. Add to that the rising political and public push for green energy, EV incentives, and carbon-neutral pledges, and suddenly investing billions into a 50-year-old oil plant seems risky. The U.S. Energy Information Administration warns that refining capacity may not catch up with demand until at least 2026, if at all. And in the meantime, the U.S. risks regional fuel shortages, especially on the East and West coasts. Emergency fuel reserves are limited, and if another major hurricane hits the Gulf Coast, the nation's refining heartbeat, we could see supply shocks in days. The U.S. isn't running out of oil. It's running out of ways to turn it into fuel fast enough. The refining crisis is silent, until the pump price screams. Subscribe for more breakdowns of what's really driving the economy, because oil may run the world, but refineries decide how far you can go.